All right, here we go. Here next episode, here comes hate mail. Oh crap! I gotta get the thing, the microphone there. Getting used to the headset here. See you on here. Hate mail. Transgender hate mail. Homosexual hate mail. Atheist hate mail. A bunch of other stuff too. Um, Basically, it's videos of me. This is videos of me reacting to a bunch of screen caps I got from YouTube, from YouTube and DeviantArt usually. Uh, that are of videos, not videos, of comments that are responses to comments I made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning: words like penis, vagina, uterus, ovaries, testicles, and vulva will be used in these videos. I am a Bible believing Christian, so I say may take you off. The people say the Christian believe in the Bible, which really messes them up, and what they say may take you off. The people say that God is evil, which is wrong, or God does not exist, which is wrong, and what they say may take you off. Let me see here. Yeah, I have my screen, my giant big screen over here from my got from a church I used to go to, and basically, yeah, they got bigger screens, so they didn't need this one, which is really cool. So I was able to get it. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you these screen caps because my brother has informed, like in the old hate mail show, because my brother has informed me that they could be considered evidence of harassment, meaning when someone is posting content saying they want to end it all because they don't like the way the body looks or sounds or what normal biological function it does, like menstruate or something like that. And I say there's no need to do that. Here are the scientific reasons why. Here are the biblical reasons why. They can say that's harassment because they're not thinking straight, and people can actually believe them because they're not thinking straight either. Also, I will not be talking about names or icons other than my own, except for in very rare cases, like with my heckler at DeviantArt, who says he's a girl, but he was more with testicles. He has penis and testicles removed. What he said, he has penis and testicles removed, and what was left shaped into a vulva. Well, it looks like a vulva. It will never be a vulva. It was a waste of time for him to do that. He basically just had a little dummy, he had a dummy site that he was heckling me and probably other people with, and he just had the as normal deviant art placeholder thumbnail as his thumbnail, right? So, yeah, it's really sad, and so that's the only times like that when I will talk about other names and icons because it's not about who said what, it's about. Specifically, it's about what these people say and believe, or why I must stand against it. Let's continue on here. All right, there were some pages missing, so that's an unfortunate issue with my screen caps. Some pages can be missing, so I had to look around. But basically, this one person is saying, "Oh, my dysphoria is to your comic, which is still on DeviantArt, and you can go check it out if you want." In my opinion, the commentary is part of the art, so that's really nice. Anyway. Basically, this person is saying, "Hey, you're wrong about the transgender lifestyle. This is not, the stuff you say in the comic is the reason why. It's not the reason why, And I'm saying, okay, what is the reason why we're debating this?" And this person says, "Hold up, I said they don't strive for the beauty of the opposite gender or sex. I say often strive to pass the correct gender or the gender they want to be, the sex they want to be." And oftentimes they try to look like the stereotypical. Beautiful version of that, which is ridiculous. Continue on here. Even more ridiculous. Let's see on here. When you made the argument that they get surgery because they don't like their boobs or muscles, they were tits, but I like muscle. Boobs is another word for breasts or muscles, and want to fit in an attractive stereotype. You made what? There's a question mark for that. So what stereotypes are you talking about? Also, there are male and female brains. It's science. Looking brains. Science. I say there are brains that look male and they look female. But they have both been found in people who were with testicles and people who were with ovaries. So they are not a good way to tell the physical sex of a person. Also showing that transgender issues are from the same thought process as I don't look right according to what they say a real man or real woman is supposed to look like. Mentality is also causing people to try and change their bodies to match a ridiculous ideal. I get into more issues with transgender people later on in my comic. So stay tuned for that. And then please tell me what you think of them. Let's go. Next. Number 7. This person says, the only issue here is your inability to listen. That's all you say I don't. Research on what dysphoria actually is. Fear. Uneasiness. Trepidation. Fear. There you go. Research the facts on male slash female brains or male slash female looking brains. Please, I will definitely will not be saying too. No, and I say, then you miss out on some amazing stuff. You are. What is this? Oh, yeah. My description is in this one. It says, our hero tells Dysphoria that the things he was worried about are just part of being an adult. But this badly disguised fear has a few more tricks up his sleeves. It doesn't really have sleeves or even arms. Right. Then this person says, so you're basically saying people with disorders are invalid, should just stop being afraid? Like, no. Someone says, the Bible truly is amazing, huh? And I say, yep, I agree to that. But then my heckler says, maybe if you squint, turn your head sideways, and don't bother reading it at all, it's a great book. Smiley face emoji. And then this person says, you don't read it all, it cannot be considered great. And then this person, says, if you ignore the inconsequences, the murder, the rape, and the torture, and the fact that the Old Testament depicts God as a childish, temperamental bully who would sooner flood the entire planet than change a few people's minds. Free will, sorry. Winking smiley face emoji, and someone says, that's untrue. And then he says, I gotta use the right pronoun for him. He says, oh, really? Then I guess the part of the Bible where God flooded the entire planet didn't happen. Winking smiley face emoji. Oh, it happened. It happened, and there you go. And then the person says, God flooded it because sinners like you kept making the world awful. And he says, yeah, that was just about the most pointless way to fix up his F off, humans F off, that I could have thought of. If I were a lowercase g God, I would have snapped my fingers and poofed all the sinners away rather than killing all the innocent people, too. Yeah, promise. The innocent people will listen to the sinners. So they got the same result. But hey, none of this stuff actually happened. So it actually did. So he's wrong. And I say, oh yes. And I said to the Bible's amazing, huh? Oh yeah. I say, oh yes. It helps fight all kinds of fear. And someone says, it's beautiful, brother. And I say, thank you. Like, you're welcome. Like, and someone says, religious piece of stuff. I don't cuss, so I got rid of that word. And I say, well, in the battle against dysphoria / fear, fear, actually, brackets, fear, I'll gladly use the Bible to fight against it. Someone's angry about that, of course. And someone says, yeah, you're using a book. That tells the truth. Dude, grow up. It's 2019. It doesn't matter what year it is. If you're still stuck in the 1800s, you need to grow your butt up. Not really. People have changed since then. Not really. Technology's changed. People have gotten more. Well, they have changed. They've gotten more tolerant of sin. So changed for the worse. How much time we had? Got time. But changed for the worse. You are never in the right mind to be targeting others just because they have different beliefs from you. If those beliefs are bad news and causing them to die, yes, that's called bigotry, and people will beat you up for it. And I say, then I'll consider myself blessed. Matthew 5:10-12 says, blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sakes, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you, 11, blessed are you when they revile you and persecute you, and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. 12, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. So they have persecuted the prophets who were before you. Also, everyone uses books for what they believe in. Mine just tells a different side of history than yours. It shows that people have not changed since the beginning of time. Only technology has changed. People still act the way they did, always did, fearfully. Someone says, what's funny is that you use an ancient text as a defense strategy. Isn't that just the R word that should not be used for anything except for, because it's an actual issue people have, actual neurological issue people have. It's really not a good word to use anyway. Better term is developmentally delayed. Okay. Here. And I say, no, you also use an ancient way of life as a defense. Might as well resisting fear, whereas about accepting it. And this person says, yeah, you can't resist fear. Yes, you can. It's normal emotion, bad emotion. The fact that you're resisting the urge to show an emotion is ridiculous. Normal emotion is ridiculous. No, it's not. It's important to fight against fear. It's fear. It's dangerous. Dude, it was like, fear is the mind killer. That's true. Very dangerous. What's it got? Got time. Okay. And I say, no, it isn't. Ephesians 4:26 says, be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger or your wrath. This means that if you can feel the emotion, but you can choose what to do about it. You can resist the urge to act on it or give in. Also, the Bible has many verses commanding us not to fear, and I believe it's Isaiah. Yeah, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah